Okay, love. So, can you read and answer the first question, please?
Yes, it is for these reasons.
No.
According
You
to
did,
the passage,
yeah, all right.
what do farmers and do to get rid of insects?
Yeah,
Yes, they are attacking them
yeah.
by
Using what?
chemical
Yes,
pesticides.
very good. They spray them using chemical. They try to get rid of them or kill them using chemical pesticides. Very good. Okay. Okay. So the answer is, can you read the answer for us, please?
Yes, they use chemical pesticides.
Wonderful, love. Wonderful. Very good. Let's move to question number 2.
According to Gödel, the above method does more harm than good. Cite evidence from the text and explain.
Yes. So the above method that you just mentioned, which is using chemical
Chemical
pesticide,
pesticides.
does more harm than good. We need
Hmm.
to cite specific evidence that shows that, according to Godal, of course. So,
Uh, when she said the weapons of choice have been chemical pesticides, and this has led to horrific damage of all too many ecosystems.
yes, very good. So this is actually the evidence here that showed that these methodology or this method of fighting insects or
السلام عليكم.
alaikum salam abudi habibi, hi love, how are you?
الحمد لله.
Yeah, how are you today?
Good. الحمد لله.
Okay, Mazen. So this quotation here, with this part of the text, shows that these pesticides actually do harm or have done harm rather than good. All right? Yes, very good. Abdullah,
Yes.
we have already read this silently. Mazen has already read this silent. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to read through these 2 paragraphs very quickly, silently, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I read the second paragraph.
No. Read the whole excerpt here. You can see it so that you can answer the next question. All right? Have you finished reading it? Yeah. The whole,
Yes.
yeah, the first and second paragraphs.
Oh, okay.
Just silently. Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, love. So, yeah. Mazen, sorry, I forgot to ask you to read this, the answer to number 2. Can you read the answer to
Okay.
number 2 quickly, please?
Yes, Goodall states this has led to horrific damage of all too many ecosystems, either through directly killing life forms in addition to the intended targets, or when what is this, Mister?
I can
Biosons?
poisoned. Poisoned, like,
Poison.
yeah, poison comes from the word poison. You don't know what's it?
No.
Like killing, like using poison to kill things.
Some.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Poisoned insects are eaten by creatures higher up the food chain. She claims that these pesticides not only kill all types of insects but also destroy an extremely large number of ecosystems and even I can see there is something
Uh,
and
you like
even poison other creatures.
very good, very good. Is it clear enough for you, Mazen? How about this?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Yes, Aboudi Habibi. Let's read question number 2, please.
Number 2.
Yes.
According to Goodall, the above
Number
method
3. Number
does.
3. Sorry, number 3.
In the second paragraph above, Goodall introduces an argument and a counter argument using a signal fill in the following table to analyze this paragraph.
Yeah. So you need to provide the signal and the argument and the counter argument and the evidence Goodall has used in the second paragraph here.
Okay. I think here when he said every species that harms us or our food,
Mhm.
I think this is the signal argument.
The counter argument. The signal like علامة. What signal here? What does
Sure.
what does yet mean? Hello?
Yes. So,
Yet. What does yet mean?
I think يعني
ومع ذلك. However. It means however.
yes.
It's like ومع ذلك.
Yes.
So if you're gonna use this word, even in Arabic, what do I expect? I expect that you are gonna introduce a contrasting idea.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. So yet actually introduces a contrasting idea. So yet is the signal word here. And the argument, there are some species that harm us and our food. And the counter argument is there are countless others that work away, sometimes unseen, for the good of our environment. As if she's
Yes.
saying, although there are some insects which harm us and harm our food, there are a lot other insects, a lot other
Yes.
species that do us good and work away, okay, for the good of our environment and our own life. All right. So
Yes.
what did she use here? She used the evidence, like examples, facts, statistics, quotes, reasons, etc. So what did she use here? Earthworms, for example. She gave us an example here with earthworms. You know,
Yes.
yeah, earthworms make valuable contribution to the soil health. The second example is millions of invertebrates, and by invertebrates, here she is referring to or alluding to insects, of course. Provide food for species, including our own, because some people eat insects. Yeah.
Yes.
Even here in Saudi Arabia, I heard that some people eat the locust, and a locust is an insect, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here, Mazen, this is a
Yes.
question for you both, boys. Okay, I'm gonna give you 1
Okay.
minute to think of an answer to this question. To what extent does Goodall's claim, the claim here, all right, or the counter argument she has made here, all right, convinced you? Has convinced you? Has it convinced you or what, or not? All right, and why? Why do you think this is very convincing? To what extent does Goodall's claim sound convincing to you?
Convincing means مقتنع, right?
Yes, very good. To what extent, like إلى أي مدى? إلى أي مدى is it convincing for you? Yeah, as if she's trying to say that insects are not those monsters that we are afraid of, that we should be
Yes.
afraid of. Yeah. So her argument, she gave us like some evidences in this in this part here, in this excerpt here, and in the previous excerpt that we read over the past couple of weeks. All right, she provided
Yes.
other evidences and other argument. And is this convincing enough for you? Mazen, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is confusing to me, and she cited an evidences and like this.
Mhm.
So when she used an evidences and
Yeah.
talk about the insects and what the environment and the
Okay.
farmers
Can
do.
you at least give us an example of an evidence that was so convincing to you, Mazen?
Yes, wait.
Yeah, let's take your time.
Wait, I'm thinking.
Abdullah, meanwhile, while Mazen is thinking of an evidence, all right.
Yes.
How about you? What's your take on this?
It's convincing me, but we, like he give us an evidence for his argument.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
are these evidences convincing enough for you? Good enough for you?
yes, I think yes.
Can you give us at least one example that you found you were like, oh, spot on. That evidence is a spot on. That evidence is really convincing.
Yes,
I
when he
really
said
agree with when she said
when she said millions of invertebrates provide food for species, including our own.
Yeah, all right, very good. So, okay, these insects are helpful to other millions of other species, including our
Yes.
own. So you found this example convincing to you. Very good, Abdullah. How about you, Mazen?
Yes, when she said that they are playing a role in maintaining the habitats and
Uh-huh.
saving the
Yeah,
ecosystem.
but that was in the previous selection.
Yes.
Very good, Mazen. I love you, man. Very good. That's absolutely right. Okay, I think that's it for today. We still have how many worksheets left? Only two. One is tomorrow, and the other is the day after tomorrow. All right, boys. So this is a
Yes.
that was a very light class. I hope you enjoyed it and you've benefited from it. Okay. Any questions before I leave you, boys?
No,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Do you now have an idea what an argument and the counter argument is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what's a claim?
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you know how to support a claim now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Love you, boys. Okay. Can you rate the class before you leave, please? Oh,
Yes.
you have already rated it. Thank you, boys. Before I even asked. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Okay, see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We only have, please bear with me. We only have tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and I'll have to say goodbye. Okay, meanwhile, please stay in touch. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to miss you guys. See you. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Of course, we're going to meet tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Have a very good day. Thank you.
Thank you, miss.